Boom. Now we're recording. Haha. I'm professional, by the way.
You are. It's okay.
Alright. So, like, there's a million things going on here, right? Like, I don't know what's going on. This guy's walking in the garage. I mean,
I was
might
just
be
trying
something happen
to
here. Yeah.
go with my team.
Yeah, this is fine.
No lift.
This should be a dash. This is 1,000,000% a dash. The second we get caught right here. Because
Dash to where? Because I'm pretty sure if I dash just right, I'm just gonna dash into the wall.
left. Like
Left.
like you have to like look this way and then dash to the left really quick or something, you know? So you dash
Yeah.
away. Or even dash in the corner, right? Or I don't know, just somewhere
Just
safe.
dash somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because this is not a good fight for us, right? We're in midair and it's definitely hard to shoot from midair. And even with knives, even if we're completely accurate in the air, we're falling, so we have to adjust our crosshair while we're falling. So this is not a
Yeah.
good fight for us, and we should immediately recognize when things are not good and dash away. Much easier for the Reyna to kill you. Yeah. Little unlucky there.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck Euro was doing. They
No
just
idea.
called
But
out.
no one's really talking to each other, so no one really knows what's
They're
going
not. In
on.
the first half, no. In the second half, as soon as I said something and like voice chat, everyone started being toxic.
Uh,
Yeah, happens often.
Sometimes it'd be like that. So this is
Yeah.
good. Pretty aggressive play.
Maybe back out here, but
Wasn't bad. If that Raze missed that shot, you're 100% killing him too.
yeah.
I think it was a fine play. The only problem is
Yeah, we didn't check the right side, I'm pretty sure.
you can assume maybe that because you guys killed the B player, that maybe close right and close left would be clear since you guys did kill someone close B.
True. True.
But the problem is, look where we ended at our dash.
Outside of my smoke.
If
actually.
there was no Viper wall, we're dead. Right? And remember, we had this problem on Bind where we're dashing into our smoke. Either we're throwing our smokes too close. Like, look. I don't know if you knew 100% sure that your dash would have been covered by the
I thought I would be dashing into the smoke, like that third smoke that I do the last one. I thought I was gonna dash into it, and I was planning to be like off it, but then I just found myself like out of like
yeah. I feel that.
out of
But
cover, and I just had to like flick randomly to someone's head, and then Raze was there as well, and it was not really planned.
that was okay. Yeah. I mean, I think the aggression was fine. I just want it to be a little safer with dashing into the smokes.
Yeah. Spike down, C. Lucky Jett.
Yeah.
Not so lucky.
Not so lucky.
Yeah.
We want to be very, very careful shouldering like this on wooden corners.
Yeah.
Because this may seem unlucky, but this will happen all the time if we jiggle these types of corners. These are paper thin. You know,
Yeah.
We definitely do not want to play around these corners like that. Because they'll just shoot where your head is. Exactly what just happened, and it happens all the time to people. Also, with this angle, we are 100% assuming that he is on the right side here. So, if he is on the left, then he sees your shoulder, and then he walls you without you seeing him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure...
We didn't see him once, did we? I don't see him.
No, not even on the map, no.
Exactly, like he didn't even show up, so... And I think it came from A-Link. I don't think he was on the left side, but...
Pretty sure he did, but I don't know. After I killed that drone, I don't know, he could have repositioned and I wouldn't even know it.
So it's just, you have to be careful playing. Like, here's the same scenario. Imagine someone CT and you're like playing this corner, right? Like,
right.
If you shoulder peek this corner, like they're just gonna shoot here and you're gonna die. Even standing here, like they're gonna shoot this whole entire wall, right? The same reason why, imagine you're defending garage right now and you're just, this guy's turned around, right? Playing garage from here and here is actually pretty bad because they're just going to wall you most times out of 10 if they're better players. And it's very difficult to play garage. So you just always have to be mindful of what's spammable, if we're actually safe. And the higher you get in rank, the more people will start spamming you.
Yeah, and punish me for every...
Exactly. Okay, I don't know what this guy is shooting like. It's crazy. Get me out of here.
The fact that he won that as well.
I know. Alright. Yeah, so this... We don't also want to get into a pattern. Like, this is actually a bad habit. Jiggling like this, like in and out, extremely fast, that is going to get you killed more times than it'll help you. We want to jiggle it once or maybe twice. Have a little space, like if I were you, I jiggle it once. Okay, he's not holding the corner. Maybe you can jiggle it again to see this angle if he's holding this box, or just jiggle it again to see if he is holding it. But you never want to jiggle like this, in and out, in and out, in and out. This is how you get walled. Right? So just do one jiggle. Okay, he's not holding the corner. Maybe walk across, or you can just smoke it, walk across, or smoke it and leave to make it think like you would walk across, and kind of switch it up sometimes. But we really want to be careful with our jiggles, because you never want a pattern to where, like, oh, she's just jiggling, he's just jiggling it, so he's just going to pre-fire you and you're going to walk into his bullets. You want to jiggle once, wait, maybe jiggle a little wider, you know, just don't be predictable and don't make yourself easy to kill, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, see, like the raise is just shooting because you're peaking at a rhythm, and he's winning this because he's holding the corner and you're just kind of walking to his bullets. Yeah, I've got to get the bomb.
Trying to not get hit by the shock darts. That's why I kind of went.
Yep, makes sense. They could walk up C-long right here. It's possible, right?
Yeah.
He could be holding this corner. He could be close left. It's not likely, but if it's possible, we want to entertain the possibility of it happening. You know, so this is definitely like, this probably looks normal to some people, but to me, I'm super nervous that I'm gonna get killed with my knife out right here, because this is where we would die to someone lurking or playing a little aggressive, and then we just type in all chat, "What are you doing? You're such a rat," you know. But it's completely normal. it's completely normal for people to do this, and we don't want to die to it. So
That's how I usually play sometimes when I'm defending, and
exactly,
I think
right.
so.
So
Right,
if
and
you
I
do
get
it,
so many people typing in old chat being mad.
One behind.
Last player standing. Planted. Planted.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I was holding him way too close to the wall, considering he was
yeah.
I heard him.
Yep. So, one thing is that when they don't know where you are, they're more likely to just wide swing everything, right? So we just always want to make sure that if we hear them gorilla stomping around and we do not know where they are, I always, always, always hold for the swing out.
Bad.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, like here you were like your crosshair placement was like you clearing garage. And this would be correct if we didn't hear anything. But they don't know where we are and we heard them. So they're more likely going to wide swing everything. So we just always want to be ready for that.
Right.
More dev. Maybe.
Cypher plays C.
I like this spike. I got the spike. I got the spike.
And this is I go over this in my crosshair placement video, why pre-aiming can sometimes be bad is because
I was pre-aiming to hold.
yeah, you're pre-aiming that angle, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
and that makes sense, but since so much time has passed, they're able to do this, right? They're able to walk down mid, so we're just assuming they didn't and then pre-aim the corner, right? But this is where it can bite you.
I got the spike. Blocking sight.
Yeah, it was just...
So I still play aggressive because normally if I don't know, I thought maybe he would think that I like backed out, and if he just I don't know doesn't check a corner like runs to like kill me, I don't know. Maybe I'll just catch him off guard. I was just trying to do some sneaky shit.
This play would probably be okay in a vacuum, but there's a couple things that make this play bad. Is that when you hear you reload and they hear you reload,
Yeah.
so they know 1,000,000% sure you're there. B, you have the bomb. C, no one's watching the CT, so the rotations make it very likely for someone to be right behind you, and like we just need to run to site to go with our teammates and plant the bomb down immediately, you know.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, even if the guy didn't kill you in the side of the head, like Raze probably would have naded it or just pre-fired you because they heard you reload in the corner. And now the bomb's down in the garage and they have the bomb control, very difficult to win there. So yeah, this is
Saw it coming as well.
definitely a armor knives kind of round.
Yeah. That's what I did, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Here.
I'll handle this.
Just run in with the your ult.
Enemy spotted me. Enemy spotted A.
Hey.
Let's see.
No, we
mean,
still do not have the bomb.
you see, like
Yeah.
there's no strategy.
Yeah, the team is just not. That's basically what I meant when I said that it's the last day, because nobody was really playing together. Everyone was just playing for the hell of it. We had no coordination, no comms, no nothing.
Mm-hmm. So
I still kind of tried my best to like win the game, but it was just so difficult. Like none of my teammates cooperating. It was just so hard.
So in a situation where none of your team is talking and there's no strategies being pulled together, it's up to you to do it. It has to be you. Like, if it doesn't even matter what you say, you just have to say something, right?
Mhm.
Like, if you guys full send it A, like, and I don't know if I told you this or who I made this point to, that people stress too much on the importance of the strategy being called rather than just calling something. Because I can climb all the way to Immortal by calling 3 strats. Probably 2. Rush C, Rush B, Rush A. And you just change it up every single round. It doesn't matter how smart of an idea it is or not. It just matters if someone says something and everyone's on board, right? Because, okay, probably rushing A is probably a bad idea because they have a Cypher playing it. But it's better than whatever this is, right?
Right. Yeah.
Much better than that. Let me close out my BattleNet. Sorry. Boom. If no one's calming, calming is contagious. Saying strategies is contagious. If you constantly calmed everything you wanted to do or what you thought you should do and said strategies, it gets other people calming. But when it's stagnant like this, no one's talking, no one wants to talk because no one else is and they feel awkward or something like that.
Yeah,
So,
sometimes it's awkward because like I usually do this. I just comment. It's just muscle memory to me. Like whenever I see something, I'll just like press V and like call it out to my team, or like 5 push A, like 5 people just
yeah.
go away. But sometimes, like even when I'm calming, I feel like my whole team just like after the first round, my whole team just mutes me and there's
Well, probably
I'm
not.
just
I mean, I don't
talking
think.
to no one.
I don't think they mute you. There's no way. There's no way. If they don't listen, who cares? You just keep calming. If they're not calming, you just keep calming, because eventually it'll catch on and then they'll start calming themselves, right? Trust me, it's very contagious and it works.
Yeah, it does. It does for sure because I've done it before.
behind,
People
behind.
just don't want to talk, and then sometimes I'm just like the first one to like give call outs, and people start giving call outs as well. But sometimes it just doesn't happen. I feel like I'm just talking to no one. My whole team just mutes me, and it just moves on. Like who the
Some
fuck is
games
this
are like
retarded
that.
like 12 years old like giving call outs? Just shut up, it just mutes me.
Some games are like that, but we can't know for sure if this game is one of those games because we barely calmed anything,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so we can't just assume, right? And like, saying stuff like "nice pick" or "oh, unlucky," right? Or if they die and they lose a clutch, right? Just be like, "Nice try."
I say that all the time. I'm
It goes a
really
long
vocal
way.
in my games.
It goes a long way. It
Really?
really does.
As soon as I started talking, everyone started being racist and sexist, and it was so annoying.
And that'll happen too. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
part of
little harder for females in this gamer culture, but I don't know. It's hard for me to say what you should do because I've never been in that position. And it's probably harder to just ignore them and keep trying. So
Yeah, for sure.
as long as you don't tilt, then,
No, I don't get tilted. I actually rarely get tilted. And if I get tilted, it's usually for like a few days just because something is happening or like
Yeah. I feel that.
my mental state is not the best. Yeah. Well, we've talked about this, but otherwise, no, I can just play like all day and I will not get tilted. I'm just that kind of,
Okay, so here's a situation that happens quite often. The arrow happens, right? And not a big deal. It scanned you. It 1,000,000% scanned you. And where did it scan you? Like, right? Let's see.
Behind me.
Right here. You got blipped on the map, right? So now
Right.
we're hiding from the arrow for what?
Or nothing, because he still knows I'm there. He's
He-
probably
he
holding
knows
it.
he knows exactly 1,000,000% sure where you are. So people put too much importance on this arrow and his drone that they don't understand. If they break it down logically, does he know where you are? Yes or no? Is it going to make him aim better? Actually, maybe, because he can see you through the wall and have good crosshair placement, but that's a little deeper than I'm trying to explain here. But
I just jump and shoot. I
you
mount
just
anyway.
go at him, you know, you just, who cares,
Yeah.
right? Just take the fight.
What if I die? Yeah, fuck it.
Exactly, right? Because, and holding this angle right here doesn't make sense at all because you're standing where he last scanned you. And he knows 1,000,000% sure that you're not on this side because he was watching it after his arrow.
Yeah, I was just really indecisive. Where I wanted to peek him, but I wasn't sure. I wasn't
Yeah.
confident enough.
Uh,
Even though I had my
you-
dash, I could have just dashed on the other side and just played around the roses around the fucking generator or whatever.
You could, but peeking him is 1,000,000% better than holding this angle.
Yeah, for sure.
1,000,000%, because this peak. Oops.
He just jiggles it because he knows exactly where I
Exactly.
am.
Like this seemed like a cheater peek. Like if he'd never scanned you and you never made noise and someone did that to me, I'm reporting him. 1,000,000% I'm reporting it because this is a cheater peek. But he knew you were there, so that's why he was able to do such a strong peek like this and immediately clap you, right? Because you never change your position and you're too scared to take the fight. And
Yeah.
and the thing is, like, right here, I'm either running out at him or dashing. Maybe you can catch him in his animation of him pulling
Probably, yeah.
pulling
I was
the bow
about to say
away,
that.
right? So a bunch of different things we could do, but we played this, like, they got the info, he scanned you, and
Got
he kept
outplayed.
holding the
I
angle.
get outplayed.
Mm.
You died.
That's not how it works, but okay. If you say so.
I just want to see how this guy plays the bomb.
For sure he won it.
Okay.
That was good.
Oh, wow.
Okay, one thing that I'd like to address when playing the bomb is this is actually a common mistake right here. Right here. They always peek the bomb while pre-aiming the defuse spot. This is a huge mistake because, look, if we run this back in slow motion, this is where you will die in higher rated games.
The second his shoulder is exposed, he just could have. If Sova had.
Right
Or
here.
Yeah.
This is the problem. Because whenever they tap the bomb, they will start walking at a wider angle to see you before you see the bomb. And this is common in 2v1 scenarios. Like, if there was two people alive, one person would stick it, and one person would swing wide, so they see you before you see their diffuser, right? So,
Yeah.
what you do is, you pre-aim for this angle. That's just ignore the bomb for a couple seconds, because when you hear the beep, they can't immediately defuse it because it takes a couple seconds. So in those couple seconds, you you look for the wide swinger. Always. And then you see no wide swinger, probably jiggle the bomb to see if he's actually on it or not. And I think that is the correct flow chart for playing the bomb. And especially in a 1v1 scenario, you have the time to make sure that he's not wide swinging you after tapping the bomb. Because look at this pre-aim and dead, right? This screenshot right here is the problem that lots of people have when they play the bomb. This is what you should avoid. And I'm not saying you did it, and I'm not saying you do this. I'm just
I do. Trust me, I do.
Playtime.
Right? Because, I mean, he should have been dead right there and then.
Yeah. I would have played that bad as well, honestly.
That flash was fine and that peek was fine afterwards, but
Mhm.
it wouldn't have ever happened in a high
Nice,
rated
bro,
game.
but you clean up one. See
For it,
him to
well, it doesn't have a range, so you can be on C long and you can have your teleport here, and you can still teleport, you know?
Maybe we were just talking about yours
Uh-huh.
abilities here. Yeah. We started talking. That's kind of when the all.
A happy
Yeah.
team is a winning team.
For sure, for sure. That's always why I try to keep my team like, whenever like they die or something, I just say nice try or unlucky or something. Sometimes it's awkward, sometimes it isn't, but I feel like having a team that's not tilted, it's just
Much
doesn't
better
matter.
experience.
We can have 5 bronze people who are playing happy, like at their best, go against 5 like players who are all tilted and sad and mad and are raging, and I bet you that the bronze players are gonna win.
Yeah.
Because it's just, I don't know.
Mental is a big part of Valorant.
It is.
1,000,000%.
It is.
1,000,000%. So yeah, I don't like how we're handling this angle right here. Just because, like, just paper thin walls, you know? These corners, these wooden corners. We don't want to play around them. Good job. And it's fine if you're holding the corner like that, but we don't want to do micro jiggles at these wall bangable spots, you know?
Right.
Good kill. Now,
Reloading. Spike down mid.
We just have to push aside
yeah,
and get
but
the spike.
everyone is just taking 1v1s, right? So,
Spike down. Mid.
Viper, there's no one to trade the Viper. There's
Yeah,
no
that's
one
what
to
I was
trade.
trying to do,
Yeah.
but I lost aim though.
This is where I open my mic and say you couldn't do 30 damage to him, and then I would be toxic. But, you know, I'm not perfect.
This is where I unbinded my crouch
Do
key
the fake
because
steps
whenever
on
I die in a stupid way, like my crosshair is on their head sometimes, but I just commit to the spray way too much. So I'm like, okay, too much. I just go settings, unbind my crouch, and just move on.
Unbind the
Because-
crouch in deathmatch, not in ranked games. Practice without the crouch button, but when
I
you're
do,
in
I do,
ranked
I do. I
games,
never crouch in deathmatch. I just do it in comp sometimes.
and that's fine, but sometimes you're gonna need crouch. Sometimes crouching is very good. You don't want to not have it to your in your toolkit, you know? Oh god.
The fact that we even got this game to a draw is just incredible.
It is incredible.
No, it's just a remark.
Drop the spike. I have the spike. Spike dropped.
5 and 10. I'm good at the game.
Ooh.
Here.
Ooh.
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 Idiot.
Let's go. The patient pays off.
I'm not a patient person usually, but I don't know what the fuck that ult was.
The Viper ult?
Yeah, I think I even said, what the fuck is that ult?
Pretty trash, I agree.
I didn't mean to say it in chat, but oh
Dead.
well.
Dead.
What? What happened?
Reloading.
Can they be pushed up C?
Yes, definitely.
You see how you turned around and looked at A? Why? Why did you turn around and look at A?
Because Jay's usually flanks.
Yeah, okay. And they could be pushed up A.
Yeah.
So why do we peek C with our knife out? Right? Because they could easily be pushed up C too. You don't want to wait for you to get punished by something for you to react to it. Right? Because imagine if Raze actually pushed C this round, held the angle, and boom, shot you in the head. Now, for the rest of the game, or for the rest of your attacking half, you'll never pull out your knife this way again. You see what I'm saying? But don't wait until you die or lose the round because of it to change. Right? Check close left. What?
Somewhat. I do that all the time.
What is this?
I just changed my
Yup,
mind.
no one's here. Alright, let's go. Dead.
I could have. If I were me and I was holding that like angle, I would have definitely knifed myself right there.
Yep.
Last player standing.
Wait, I've got the flag.
Spike down B.
Oh,
I
one
remember.
was
Actually,
mid
no, I
and
don't- I don't
Sova was
remember.
B-side.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
30 seconds left.
I was okay. Yeah, I remember what happened.
I got
Okay.
You need to play on the side of caution. You like have an idea of what the enemy team should do, and then you just implement it in your head that this is what they're doing. But if they're okay, let's see what is possible.
Spike down.
Behind.
I think later on, my teammates got mad at me for. They didn't get mad, but they said I pull out my knife too much.
Behind.
And I explained why I pulled out my knife right there. I told them why.
Oh, pulling out your knife here is perfectly fine.
Where?
No, not here, not here. After I got killed by the Rays,
I got you.
they were like, "That was a good play, but you shouldn't pull out your knife so much." Something like that.
Okay, so let's see. Rays died.
Window.
Wait.
They said window. They called
Okay.
it out.
Okay, so we know one window and one C-link.
Wait, I've got the flag.
So we have perfect info, right? So this is possible. This is possible. I don't think this is viable ideas, and I don't think this is either. So let's assume that either this or this is real. But
Mhm.
you have the bomb down, and they know the bomb is down because they just killed it. And there's a Viper ult still up. It'll go away in a second, but it probably deters him for the moment of split-second decision-making. So he probably just goes this way, right? So now
Spike.
we go, we kill him. So now we can assume the other person is probably watching the bomb somehow because they know it's bomb
30 seconds.
down there. So could be right behind your smoke, could be over here, anywhere here, in this corner. I don't think they'd stay back here. I don't think that's real, right? So this, all of this is the danger zone.
Right.
We have to play as if they can literally be in any single one of these spots. And she has ult. So the second she ults, I'm probably pressing all of these buttons at the same time and being very scared. And hopefully living. So
I got
in this situation, my gun is out.
sight.
I'm not pulling out any abilities. I'm not pulling out any smokes. I'm not pulling out my knife. I look here, check close right. I am never looking down and picking up this bomb. Never in my entire life. I am picking up this bomb only by walking over it. Right? Because we need a crosshair up for any gunfight.
I got
And I'm definitely never planting. No matter what.
Well, no, I wasn't trying to plant. If you just played a video, I think I talked about where what I was trying to do, what my mindset
Let me
was.
see.
You switch weapons too much, otherwise you played really
last
good, man.
round in the half.
I was trying to fake the plant because I didn't know he would be here.
So
I thought he'd be somewhere like over here.
okay. So that's what you said. You said you're trying to fake the plant because you thought he would be here.
Mhm.
Right? And that's a good idea, but
But he was not there.
he was not there. It's only a good idea if you know 100% sure he's there,
Yeah.
right? So
I play too carelessly, or like I
exactly.
make an assumption and I just
Yes.
think that it's 100% true,
Yes.
and there's no other way around it.
even if you know that's the best idea for him, you can't assume that they're always going to do the good thing, right? You have to always pretend like they're just unpredictable aliens that just don't know what they're doing. So you're ready for everything, you know?
Right.
And in this way, we will not get punished by bad players. You know? Even if standing directly on top of the bomb right here was bad, it still won because you didn't account for that being a possibility. You know?
Yeah.
And that's your fault.
It is.
Peek to see if he would peek me, you know.
And if you picked up the bomb and cleared the surrounding area and didn't see anything, my first reaction would be like, oh, okay, he's timing me by walking behind me, and then I would check behind me, wouldn't see anything, and then I would assume that he's just waiting for me to plant. And then you can make the idea that, okay, let me fake plant here, because you cut off some of the areas that he could possibly be. So now you can make a smarter assumption.
Yeah, surely.
I didn't ask.
Number one mistake of playing a default. After getting the pick,
We rotate back.
you guys continue to take the site.
Do we?
Well, I don't know, actually. I'm just talking out loud, right? But after getting this pick, boom, default successful. Now let's throw it all away by trying to take the site with only 2 people, right? But I don't know what you guys end up doing, but it's a big mistake. Like, what does your...
So we should have backed out there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I said. I thought you were telling me to like keep pushing. I was really confused.
No. I'm saying that this is the big mistake that most people use.
Yeah, I was not sure. That's why I was shifting. You know, I was kind of not trying to give away my position. Curtis Cypher is just careless, and I just dashed behind it.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, so I mean, we should have died a million times. Right here, we should have been dead. Right
I wanted
here,
the skin.
we should have been dead. Right.
Right.
Either dashing through the trip immediately to help your Yoru, and you'd be like, okay, this guy's making a really dumb play, but here I go. You know, I'm gonna go help him.
Yeah, I might as well.
I might as well just dash through the trip and then go help him, trade him out, whatever. And then after you trade him out, I would have probably ran and then grouped up, because there's no way you can continue because.
No, but I knew Sova would be Link because that's literally what he always plays. He just plays there.
Yeah. So he would probably be holding the corner on you.
He is.
You're at a disadvantage.
I'm pretty sure I died to him, but my idea there was to just put some pressure.
I mean, you killing the Cypher is already putting pressure on him. Because it doesn't matter what you do. Like, if you don't push, or if you walk back, or if you do whatever, he's still going to be scared of this. So you're creating pressure already, right?
So if I do die there, that's releasing the pressure, basically.
Exactly. You're neutralizing that pressure because you got greedy. You kept pushing. Like, at this point, right here, he knows you're on A. So now he has the advantage on you because all he has to do is wait for you to push through A. And that's what he does. And he wins. And then we neutralize our advantage. I mean, like, obviously you guys still have the advantage, but, you know, you traded. Yoru died. You killed Cypher. Sova killed you. So completely neutralize it out, and that's not what you want to do.
Yeah, for sure.
And this is playing into the opponent's advantage. And we never ever want to do that because we were too predictable and we were lazy. Right? We could have even went through heaven or something, or just wait for this pinch to happen and peek at the same time. Or something
Normally,
like that.
if I were the Sova right there, let's just say he magically kills all 3 of my teammates and he goes for the bomb, like to defuse it. If I'm still on A, like, it's gonna take him a while to kill off my teammates. Especially if I'm still like staying on A, he's probably not gonna expect it. So I could have just stayed there. Exactly. He would have never.
You could have late pushed it. There's a bunch of different options you could do. But but obviously just keep holding W is just the most obvious play, and that's what he looked out for. And
Yeah.
it's unfortunate.
He always does that. Why like...
He got
makes
traded
sense to
out.
trade. Yeah.
What'd you say? Sorry.
I didn't say anything. I just said I got traded out.
Oh yeah, yeah. And that's not what we want to do. And obviously, it was like 4 versus 1, so it doesn't matter. I'm just mainly talking about not specifically this scenario, but other scenarios where it's applicable, right? Because in 4v1, it didn't really matter what you did. You're probably still gonna win regardless. But in other scenarios, people in a similar situation like you would have kept going and then would have died, and then maybe would have resulted into a round loss.
Mhm.
But we just do what we can to secure the rounds and win.
Yeah, surely.
Stop saying. A lot.
Like this is a sick frenzy angle, you know?
Mid clear. It's safe.
This is
Yeah, I
actually
think
risky. This is risky,
It is.
yeah. For no reason, right? Because they could be peeking the corner right now, would be dead.
It's safe.
Yeah, it's good timing. Oh, great.
And after killing there, you're probably like, oh, I gotta switch my position, because now they know I'm here.
They know.
But,
Yeah.
just jump off, right? Or like go behind sight, or like you don't need to. Because imagine 2 people swing right here.
Dead.
Boom, dead. Now it's a 4v4. And now you're just like, oh, I hope my team wins. But imagine this, right? They take so long to take A after killing you. They're like, oh, okay, let's just rotate off. Who are they going to find?
Brimstone.
And it's going to be a 1v4. Boom. Now Brimstone's dead. Now it's a 3v4 and they have access to the whole entire map. Whoops. Right?
Oopsie.
So
yeah.
you get the advantage. There's a great pick that you got. Take it and utilize it. Don't be quick to throw away your advantage by taking additional fights, especially when you don't know how many people are about to peek you.
Right.
Eyes down.
So that was good, but you can see in other alternative games how it could be bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it
Yeah,
wasn't,
surely.
you do have dash, so if 2 people do peek you, you can always dash out. But this is I'm just talking
It's
about
just a waste.
Yeah,
It can just be a waste.
just general game sense
I think
things.
play it, yeah, a lot safer.
And if you weren't to play, you don't want to rely on always having a dash, because you might not always be playing Jett, or you might move on to another agent,
Jett, yeah.
right?
I play Omen.
And sometimes you might not have a dash available, and you might still play the same.
Right. This is where I was very mad because nobody broke the fucking. I don't know how it was on Hell, the boombot, whatever. I just lost half of my HP to that because more than half.
Enemy remaining.
Yeah, that's just unlucky.
Down A.
Nothing about it. You stupid whore.
I was mad. I don't know if I cannot hear what the thing is saying, but I was mad.
You're raging. Yeah, you're raging hardcore right now. But you killed 2 that round, and there's only like a couple people left. Even if you died to that boombot, I would just be like, whatever, I got mine. Just win the round. I got 2. Who cares, you know? But like complaining to your teammates about not shooting the boombot or helping you, right? It's counterproductive and doesn't make sense.
Mm.
8, hold on.
I'm coming. Wait for me. Just back out, back out, back out. Maybe it's a fake, don't over-rotate.
No touch left. Spike down A. Stealing sight.
Oh yeah, I wasted one on...
I would definitely rotate off here and go mid.
Yeah, but Brimstone's got like he's a window.
Oh yeah, but imagine 3 people swing on Brimstone.
Mm-hmm, yeah, and he's looking. I don't
Then
know.
they have the whole entire map.
Right. Yeah. Surely.
After this, I'm gonna take.
I think I did rotate here.
Yeah. You always want to assume how your position looks if you're one guy. Like your map control is hanging on by a thread. right?
Mhm.
If
Yeah.
Brimstone dies, what do you guys have realistically? This, you know?
A guy who doesn't even know what fucking Yoru's abilities are.
Exactly.
I'm counting
So-
on him to.
Exactly.
Yeah, there he goes. Bye bye.
Now they have a Spectre and a Bulldog, and they
And
have
whatever
access to the
can-
whole entire map. This round is actually so easily losable for you guys because what? Uh-oh.
Ghost.
Uh-oh, didn't force, didn't watch my videos. Uh-oh, he needs coaching.
Yeah, I'll add him and tell him.
This round is so losable because now you don't know what corners
Fuck
they're gonna
doing.
be, where they are, what they're gonna do. They have everything. So now you have
Right.
to play super scared.
Still here.
I was waiting for Marionette to go on C. I would stay on somewhere on a B and then spikes down.
Knives out! Knives out! You're making me nervous!
We're gonna come here and kill him. Come
But
here.
he's garage. How? Where is he gonna shoot me through the wall? Like,
Spike planted.
somebody could be B, but
A1C1.
Dead.
I held that for like a good 20 seconds before.
And then
I
they
would've-
peek on the 21st second.
Yeah, it happens to me all the time.
Exactly,
Why?
because you assume! You're assuming!
But like, why? Peek me when the wall is up when I'm ready. Just
So, you have your gun out, you look here while rotating. So you don't leave it to chance, right? Why leave it to chance?
A1C.
Chance is how you die to noobs.
Come here and kill him.
Yeah.
Better players do not leave things to chance. They don't, because they want everything in their control.
Come here and kill him with me.
Garage.
Blocking sight. One enemy.
Nice, yeah. Yes! Let's go!
You have to get him.
I.
Did you get it half?
swear- No, I even said it after. I don't like. I killed a guy, and I said there.
Oh, my heart! Oh, no!
I thought I had it to half. I swear I did. Cause I killed him here, right?
Oh, my
And I was
God.
like,
Oh,
I did
my
say that.
God.
There's no way I didn't get that to half. I was surprised.
Okay.
My intention was to get it to half, so it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Alright, alright, alright. It's fine.
That's fine.
Mid window.
See, now it's okay to have your knife out because it's literally impossible for them to be anywhere here.
Yeah, surely. That guy was mad.
Let's go.
I'm gonna get told to come.
I was-
Soon enough.
I checked if he was if I had him muted.
Blocking sight.
He was talking shit.
Good.
I don't see anyone. See.
Hello, man.
In what universe is this okay?
I'm playing Fortnite, bro.
See.
Exactly. You see, this situation is what we never ever want to be in, where they can
Info-
shoot us,
info.
and all we have to do is look. All we can do is look at them, because we can't shoot in midair, right?
Alright. Info peek, info peek.
In it,
I don't see anyone. See.
like these guys, you're 1,000,000% dead. But for some reason, that Omen just left. He was like, "Oh no, this is too much for me," and he leaves. But right here, you're dead.
Right.
Guarantee you are dead, right? Against better players. And then this is where inconsistencies form. Because you do this against a better player, boom, you're dead. Oh my god, this is so loud. Hey, buddy. Alright. So, and this is just unsafe, unsafe, unsafe.
One is A.
Right. I think he'd be there. That's why I just jumped. Again, assumptions.
Assumptions. They're running up C right now.
I'm looking at the stairs. I'm just making sure I'm not making noise.
Knife out? Question mark?
See, see, see.
I pulled my
Dead.
gun out. It's okay. No. What?
Are they allowed to be in this smoke right here, staring at it?
They are.
They are allowed, right?
Right.
Hey, look, it's me, Cypher.
Yeah.
That's a hat.
Yeah, I can.
Okay?
Yeah.
And this is his gun. You're dead.
Great.
Because you assume.
Spike planted.
I'm going long.
One enemy remaining.
127.
Last player standing.
Oh no.
Literally
Sad.
One enemy.
I'm going long.
That's wallbangable, right? I can wallbang that.
I would never wallbang this.
No?
I don't think it is.
That's
I wouldn't even
annoying.
try.
Oh.
Maybe once.
I'm
But
going long.
usually
Yeah,
when,
because he can just swing me while I'm.
yeah, exactly. And when you start wallbanging something, they usually typically swing. So if you want to bait someone into swinging, throw a couple shots at the wall and then aim for the run out. Because and this is a weird scenario that doesn't happen too often, but for example, like if you're holding window, right, and no one's peeking you, or if you know someone's there, the second you start wall banging, they're going to wide swing 9 out of 10 times. So if you want to bait someone into swinging and you want proper crosshair placement, wall bang the corner or shoot a couple times and then hold your crosshair for the wide swing.
It's what I do to sage walls. Basically, like when I'm
Good,
trying to break
yes.
a sage wall, and
Yes.
like I'm afraid that she might peek from on top of it, I
Yes.
usually just shoot a bullet, get my crosshair ready, shoot another bullet, get my crosshair ready. So whenever he decides to peek, I'm
Exactly.
just like basically.
Exact same mentality you use for sage walls, you do it for every wall bangable wall. Every single time. And
Yeah, because I catch myself doing that a lot. Like whenever somebody's trying to wall bang me, I just swing them and I have a
Yes.
free kill.
Because it is a free kill for the person who
It is.
wide swings if your crosshair is glued to the wall spraying at it, right?
Yeah.
So this is how you avoid that situation.
Enemy remaining.
127.
Last player standing.
Literally 1 HP. Just tap him in the body. Nice one.
Insane. It's only because I hit him for 127 now. Otherwise, he would not have won that. Just trying to play that out.
Cat water.
So I did technically do my part, you know. you
Yep.
know.
But we can always improve.
Yeah, surely. Could have killed him, would have been a lot easier and safer.
Okay.
Not relying on a guy that doesn't know what
It works
yours
like
was.
that. Trust me.
Okay. Hey.
Hey.
All day, all day.
I don't usually hold this angle.
Pull out your gun! Please!
Here.
They're right next to you! And you're opening up your mat and pinging sewer! Oh my god, I'm losing my mind over here. I'm actually going mental.
Sorry.
It doesn't.
Yeah, I know.
My soul.
The silence is so loud.
I trust you.
Here.
I don't have range, bro. It doesn't.
Sorry.
Range.
I trust you.
I was telling Brimstone to hold it, okay?
Listen, if this guy didn't stop to walk, you would have been dead. While you're pulling out your gun right here, he's swinging on you. 1,000,000%. And you're going to be caught in your pull-out animation, and you're dead. Keep
I
your
don't
gun
have
out.
range, bro.
Okay.
Did I miss something?
I don't know what I was
Why is
trying,
the whole
even
lobby
trying to do with my knife there, honestly.
Save.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I was
It's fine.
I was tired. I was lagging.
Oh, lag, lag.
Not the game. My brain.
Brain lag.
Yeah. Basically.
Reyna is low HP, never mind, she healed.
Reina's low HP. Never mind, she healed. Never mind, she healed.
Man, fuck Reyna.
Watch, I'm gonna knife this guy.
Last player standing.
Gonna knife him.
No.
Spike
This is
planted.
banned.
Please, bro, don't.
This
no.
is banned. You're not allowed to do this. This is banned. you're not allowed to do this anymore. Never, ever, ever, no matter what, go for knives ever, no matter what.
Okay.
Banned.
But
He
it's
wouldn't
cool
turn
though.
Banned.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Give me the
Uh-oh.
those back.
I thought. Wait, can I not see him?
You can't,
if
you
I'm-
can't, he can still be there. Ah!
I thought I did see him. I thought he just backed out at some random moment. I was so sure that I had checked that and that he was not there that I did not even check that, even if I saw him.
At least, okay. At least now you'll never, ever,
Yeah,
ever
surely.
make the same
Yeah.
mistake.
I will not because I was mad. I was like, even my teammate said, "Did he teleport there?" Because.
Give me those back.
It's impossible for him to back out.
It is. I can
Yeah.
just jump and like right click him in the forehead,
This is the freest kill of your entire career.
and I just
Yeah.
Can you?
yeah.
Cringe. Do you not know the word cringe?
I'm sorry, but I can't understand it.
Cringe. Do you not know the word cringe?
It's cringe, bro. Not
Cringe.
cringe.
but
I
okay.
don't know the way you say.
Show me. Hold short, I'll go long.
Wall down.
Okay.
My ult's not ready. Be faster.
Okay.
I mean, unnecessary jump, but it worked out.
Yeah, jumping here.
Yeah. I know.
scary,
It
pretty
was-
scary.
I'm pretty sure I didn't mean to jump. I just meant to like. I think I wanted to jump before I drifted. I'm not sure.
Ult's not ready.
Okay, so, they could be grass, right? Right now. Or
Oh
they-
yeah, they could.
Okay.
Surely, yeah.
So, let's just keep our eye on garage right now,
Yeah,
right? So,
they could be pushing through it. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Wait, no, yes.
see,
Good.
they could
I have
definitely be
my
there.
gun out. I'm improving.
Yeah.
See long maybe?
One enemy remaining.
Last one.
Alright, they don't. My mindset during this is that. Oops. I do not like. Normally, they wouldn't expect the smoke. Push through that smoke. So I just.
I think the
That
push to the smoke was fine. You still have dash
Yeah.
up, and you guys are pushing down mid at the same time. Aggression together is good. That's fine. And you have dash.
Okay. Steps.
This is a difficult angle, actually. And if I were you, I would try to hold a better angle, because it just so happen like this is one angle. You have good crosshair placement for one angle, right? But if they were close, right, the crosshair placement is like a lot lower, right? So this is a difficult angle. It just so happened in this situation it lined up because
Actually, you hold this a lot sometimes because not a lot of people. I don't see a lot of people doing it, and believe it or not, actually, most people don't swing close just because if you're further away from the angle, of course, you can see the enemy first. So it's common sense that they would peek far away. I usually hold and actually works out most of the time, and I get a lot of free kills during this. I just dash back, like I'm pretty sure I did this after killing him, and it's just a free kill overall.
yeah.
Oh, I
I
smoked
mean,
it, yeah.
it's not bad. It's not the worst, but
Steps.
definitely something to be cautious of, especially when they have like if you held tab and saw that their economy was trash, then maybe peeking this and seeing the whole hallway is much better than potentially getting frenzied right in the head,
Yeah, for sure.
right up close. So it just depends, but I mean I push short A a lot, but I've noticed that this can be a real problem.
Yeah.
with the different headshot elevations, and
Yeah.
and maybe holding something just a little far back to where everything might be like the same headshot, or like you just peek early to get that surprise and then dash out. This is not the worst thing in the world, just something to think about.
Raids inside. Hey.
This is where I kind of pray they just don't check it because I'm still afraid of short.
Yeah, no, this is not your job. Looking this way is not your job. You should not do this. This is what's gonna be scary. Right?
Yeah.
And if they do come from this way, this is
yelling at
flick.
Yoro.
Yeah, I mean, you have. I think I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but even if they do come this way, you just flick to it. This is the main danger, and then this is what you flick to. You know. Don't look back and forth of the angles.
Anyone else?
I repositioned here, so they would actually have to check it.
Yeah, but
Still, if they check it, I'm dead.
see, this is incorrect. This should be the danger angle, and this should be your flick angle, right? Because if they peek this, they're not gonna miss this close. You're dead.
Right.
But if they peek here, there's a chance that they're looking forward and they're not turned around. So you flicking to them, and they're further away. You flicking to them might be better for survivability or whatever. But yeah, you just want to make sure no
Yeah,
one's
this is
walking
where I
up on you.
changed my mind.
So this is good.
I decided like I was like even so like I was still kind of in danger considering I even had to hold or like be aware of a flick and angle in the first place. I thought it might be a dangerous idea, bad idea.
Remaining.
Garage.
Blocking sight.
Last one's garage.
No charges left.
Tap the bomb.
One defuse, one hold garage.
Good
Nice.
stuff. I don't know what Yoru's still doing CT. Pretty trash, but good job.
Thank you. FF spray, you know it.
What did we do last round?
I held it. I'm pretty sure this time I pushed. I still played a short, but changing it up a little.
Hey again.
God.
Dead. Or instant dash.
I'm pretty sure that's what I did. I shot a bullet or two, and I think I dashed.
This is in this situation. This is a no bullet dash. This is like, oh my god.
Yeah, I'm just thank Lord I'm alive.
See, you got shot, right? But one of those bullets could have been a headshot, and you would have been dead. But this isn't luck. This was we did
Bad
this last
enemies.
round, right? We did the exact same thing last round. So why wouldn't they be ready for it, right? We're getting predictable. We're getting exploitable, and they almost exploited you by killing you there. Almost killing you. You know, they could have, but you gave them the opportunity to kill you there
They're
and get an
rotating.
early pick. Nice. Yeah, I definitely saw you. What? How does he stay on his drone there? Good pick.
Whoa, it works out.
Works out.
It works out.
Trade!
I suck.
Swing! 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 You don't wait for him to swing into you when you trade, you know? This is definitely a
yeah.
$1,000,000%. If I was the Viper, I'm screaming at you, calling you a baiter.
Sorry, Viper. I love you. I'm
Gotta
sorry.
swing there. Gotta swing there.
Yeah.
How does he get 4 hits in a...
Yikes.
Yikes, indeed.
Bro,
Oh, you're an opera now.
it's
of-
sad.
I'm an
You
offer.
lose.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
We're playing like a...
I cannot opt to save my life though.
It's the last day of the season, so...
You're a badass.
Bro.
Fuck off, you play.
I just did not know what to do. I'm not patient
Well,
enough to.
Yeah, they could be walking. They could be right here. They could.
Yeah, I had no reason to just back out there.
Nigga, did you say nigga?
Hold it.
If we are getting impatient, doing unsafe stuff constantly, and you find yourself just not able to be patient and play the game, then we should probably just either play unrated or take a step back. I know it's the last day of the season, but if you're really trying to climb and you find yourself like playing like this, you shouldn't be playing ranked, you know, because this is a lot of problems, a lot of holes in the gameplay will arise.
Yeah,
from
I play a
tilted
lot
mental,
more.
impatience, a lot of things going on. We just don't want to be playing. Like, in a perfect situation where we want to be climbing as fast as possible, I would not play in this.
Yeah.
If I'm getting bored and I just can't be bothered to hold an angle all around, then I
Hey,
just
we
get
win
off.
in last guy.
Right.
And here, I'm not trying to do this, right? I have no money. I have an op, right?
Yeah.
There's no way I'm searching
Yeah.
for these kills.
Not far, but like,
I
wait, you're.
See, look at all this economy that we're losing for no reason, right? When it gets down to these rounds like this, right? Every single dollar is gonna count where we can squeeze it out, right? We don't have the money to chase them like this. It just doesn't make
Wait,
sense.
for real? I thought you were here.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Bro, why do women play this game?
Was I talking shit to the brimstone?
Yeah, they're
Are you
being
Greek?
stupid.
Fuck you. Wait,
I don't care. I didn't ask.
What do you mean you don't care? I'm from Bosnia. It's golden country. Fuck! His garage.
If any solo main out there can reveal who the fuck asked for
Oh my god. See, this is
What?
another situation of. I mean, it's a great flick, but we didn't really need to flick.
Yeah.
Like after you clear this angle right here, like that headshot angle right next to the box and on top of the step,
I'm definitely pre-firing
the next angle you check is jumped up. Right?
Yeah.
Close.
Yeah.
Right. It was a great flick, but look where our
I
crosshair
definitely
is.
shouldn't have had to flick there.
Right. We didn't have to flick if
Yeah.
we were doing it properly, but it was good.
Backed out.
But at this point in time, you have to save.
Yeah, I did. I was going for the save, or I was playing exits. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but here's the risk reward for playing exits, right? If it goes well, you get a kill, right? Boom, whatever. If it doesn't go well,
Rip.
rip op, rip frenzy, and you're half HP. So the risk does not outweigh the reward. You have so much money on your body right now that like getting a kill here just truly doesn't matter. But dying here truly does matter, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, we can still buy a Vandal and armor.
I don't think I did.
What's that?
I don't think I got kills there,
I think
or I got like 1 or 2.
yeah, you got 2. So you did well, but it's still not worth it. Because
Yeah, because I lost the op.
look,
Broke.
so yeah, we can afford, but if we saved, we would have been able to buy one of these people. And who knows what that would have happened, you know? What would have happened from that. So it's just a butterfly effect. So let's see.
No, he's win. See, I gave you fake info. That's nice. Window. To your left, bro.
Last one was window. Could have jumped out. Could have been close left.
Or not? I don't know.
You're nuts. You are nuts. You're just so over it at this point. I can tell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whiff.
Yeah, it's a little hard of a shot when they're not looking at you and they're full sprinting one way.
Just holding W and praying I don't hit my shots.
Nice.
We lose.
Pretty standard round. Yeah, hold the walkout. Good. Okay. Good.
Yeah, you might want to take that back.
So this is why I always advocate to shoulder peek. Just because you don't know what you're gonna see on the other side, right? And getting opt is never a good feeling, and shoulder peeking is everyone's best friend, right? And
I'm definitely not trying to take that engagement right there.
exactly the same reason why it's the same thing for C-Long. Like, okay, this shoulder peek can be bad because they can just wall it. But right here and right here, this is, if there are two angles on this map where you should always shoulder peek, it's these two, right? Because they're so long. There's so long hallways that if they are opping, they're gonna do it here, right? And we don't want to get opt. So just shoulder peek. Shoulder peeking is so strong. It gives you info. It protects you, etc. I don't know. I just think everyone needs to implement shoulder peeking just way more. And not like jiggle peeking back and forth, because if you jiggle peeked like you did in the previous rounds, like back and forth against that wall, he would have just shot you through the wall and probably legged you to like low HP or something. But definitely always shoulder peek these long angles. It saves your life and it stops you from getting opt. Like if you don't have a flash, shoulder peek. That's what you got.
Right.
Jiggle it or whatever. But don't do like quick many jiggles. Just do one solid tiny peek, you know, just to bait out op shots and get info. Okay, so they're in B. You hear Reyna flash, you see it, you get or not Reyna flash. No, it is a Reyna flash. Or I don't know. Double blast pack in. There's nothing you can do here.
I just wait for my team.
Yes, exactly. Good.
Yeah, I backed out. Think.
You're playing in the same spot they know that you were in last, right? This is exploitable.
Right. Yeah.
Like, look, they're throwing shock darts at you because they think you're either in this corner or this one, right? Because you never moved. Okay, and they just forgot all about you.
Yeah.
Well, good retake. That was good. But you see what I'm saying? Like we're making it too easy for the enemies. Making it way too easy. But yeah, I mean, I could tell that, you know, it was one of these games where it kind of looked like an unrated most of the time. Right?
Yeah, kind of was.
So, not the best stuff, but you can see how we were assuming way too much. We paint this picture in our head, and if it's not that exact picture, we lose the round. But that's not how it should be, right?
And like, what should I do to like get rid of that? Because that's a bad habit, obviously.
Yep.
I've been doing this for a very long time, and I just need to break that. I'm not sure how.
Always think about what is possible. Always ask yourself what is possible. Not okay, where they probably are, you know? Because once you, like, when you look at the mini map, let me pull up the video again. Random spot. when you look at the minimap and you're in a clutch scenario, or even whenever, map out in your head, like, okay, what's dangerous? What's unknown? Okay, all of this. Okay, wait, maybe they could even be here too. It's possible. So just map out in your head all the possibilities.
Even, yeah. Behind that Viper wall.
Exactly.
They could be all up in mid. They just
All of
have so
this.
much mid control.
All of this. So now you know the possibilities, right? Now you just clear. This blue is you regaining map control. So let's say this is their map control right now, the pink, and blue is you, right? So after let's say the wall doesn't go down and you start going here. Okay, you clear this. Now you're regaining. Okay, Reyna clears this. Now you guys pinch this together. Okay, now you're getting this map control. You clear garage. Okay, boom. They can't be here. Now, but it's possible for them to be grass and come behind you, garage. So let's entertain that being real, right? That doesn't necessarily mean walk out of garage and, check clear grass and clear all of this. It doesn't make sense, right? Because you have a bomb to defuse. But it's in the back of your head that it is possible, right? And then you start clearing sight. Oh my God, where is everyone? Either they're playing the bomb long, or they actually were grass and they're flanking you, right? So now we can make a decision on how to play better, what to look at, right? Smoke long, tap the bomb, look garage, right? So stuff like that. Practice doing what I just did with my marker with your brain, right? And slowly you'll become faster at it, better at it. You'll understand what's dangerous, what's not dangerous, and you'll never get surprised by no matter how unpredictable the enemy team can be, because you're always ready for everything. And this is how you do it. Right? And this is good against good players. This is good against bad players, because no matter what rank you are, people will always try to do unpredictable things, because being exploitable is bad. Doing what everyone thinks you're going to do is bad for the most part. So they will always try to do sneaky stuff, new things, stuff that you don't expect. But if you practice mapping out what's possible and what's dangerous, and you entertain the possibilities of some things happening, you'll be less surprised, and you'll be a safer, more diligent player.
Yeah, I found, so I was playing a bunch of my friends. They were all like very bad, like iron bronze elo, right? And we were just playing. I was on like another account freshly. I made the account and I just played with them because honestly on my main we couldn't really queue. And the elo for that account was bronze and iron, and I found myself dying so many times to some stupid players because I just
Exactly.
This kind of shit doesn't happen in plat. Nobody's gonna do the flank over their lives while
Exactly. But
teammates are pushing the A, like there's gonna go C, or like we don't have a lurker. I just find myself dying to the stupidest players, and it annoys me so much. But I never actually took the time to wonder why, like what I'm doing wrong.
This is exactly why.
Dying.
This is exactly why. Because you assume the way people should play, or what you would do, and you just assume that, okay, this is what they're. Oh, why was he there? That's so dumb of him to be there. But he got a kill because you weren't diligent and you didn't map out everything that is possible. Because, okay, if you watch a VOD review of an Iron player play, you will probably be like, oh my, you're so nervous watching him play because he doesn't check the proper corners, he doesn't clear things properly, right? And you're like, oh my God, he's gonna die any second.
Yeah, that's
me watching you, right?
Right.
But you don't see that, see? Because there's always stuff that you can improve on, and you don't know what's dangerous until after you get bitten by it by a lot, And this is where I'm trying to save you that time of constantly dying and losing to these people by teaching you this way of being able to predict not predict, but be ready for anything.
Mm-hmm.
And this is how you do it. And you don't want to... People eventually learn this by trial and error, right? Like, okay, you're rotating through B. Oh, you died through mid. Okay, I should definitely watch mid as I rotate through B. But it doesn't really click in their head until it happens to them a couple times, and this is how they learn. But you can absolutely skip all the processes of you dying to stupid stuff.
By getting drifts coaching sessions.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone give me your money.
What am I doing?
But yeah, so definitely when you start to adapt this habit, then you will be much better. You won't die to noobs, you won't be surprised, and you won't be mad.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now does anyone have any questions? Do you have any questions?
Yes, I do actually. First of all, what do you think about? There weren't a lot of cases here, but what do you think about my entries? From at least what happened last time on the game in Ascent.
So we didn't see too many entries.
Yeah.
In this game, you kind of lurked. You didn't really play with your teams because you guys never really had a solid strategy. This is not a good game to analyze entries in because we didn't really do it. A couple times maybe when we dashed into B and killed the Reyna here. But I mean the entry was already gotten at B. You just kind of greeted and went deeper. But this isn't a good game to analyze entries on because you guys did not play together. You guys did not have unified assaults on the same bomb site. You guys very, very seldom went 5 together. So no real entry here. So I am not going to give fake feedback.
Right.
It's just not real. Yeah, unfortunately not. If you want a VOD that analyzes more about team play and entries and stuff like that as an entry, then you have to force them to execute a bomb site together, and then we can look at entries that way.
Yeah, I'll do that actually.
Okay.
I will, because I really want to improve my entries. I feel like especially as a Jett player, Jett main, I really need to like improve my.
But entering is only entering if you're doing it for a team, right?
Oh, sure, yeah. The reason I did early entry this game was because 2 were B, 2 were A, 1 was working on Garage, God knows. So, like, I'm entering for no one. Like, I'm entering for Yoru who cannot, mopping the floor with the crosshair placement.
Exactly. So, in that case, you're not entering and you're just playing for picks, and then we're just talking about a whole different section of the game. And that's fine. You can't always entry. Thank you. But yeah, if you want more solid feedback on entries, I have to see more executes. I have to see more rushes.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
I'll work on that.
Any other? What else?
Overall, what should I look out for?
Honestly, the biggest take back here was what we just talked about not assuming. Stop assuming what the enemies are doing, what their movement is, what are the ideas. Stop making ideas for them.
Everything into consideration.
Exactly. So like if let's say this is the possibilities of what the enemies can do inside this angle, right? We slowly lower it. We make it a smaller and smaller angle until we know exactly where they are and what they're doing by clearing things and formulating smarter ideas of what's possible and what isn't, right? Until we get into a final small angle of what is possible for the enemy to be and what they're doing, it's much easier to play in this right here, right? So
got it.
And we get to this angle by clearing corners, taking map control, utilizing utility, and reacting to their utility and other things. There's a bunch of things.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's the main takeaway here. And calming with your teammates, formulating plans. Don't wait. Sometimes you can't wait for them to formulate the plan. Sometimes it'll have to be you.
Yeah.
If everyone is being stupid and they're not calming, you have to be the one to calm. You have to do it. You have to do it.
Mm.
Even if you're calm, you don't know how many games I've calmed the whole entire game without without a single teammate saying a single word. But at the end of the game, they're like, GG's, guys. And then they leave. Right? But sometimes, in those games where it's quiet, you get the ball rolling by calming and talking a lot, and it inspires other people to do the same, and then it promotes a better environment, and then you just have an overall better time playing the game. You say nice try when someone dies, you say good shot when someone hits a nutty shot, and it's hard for them to be toxic to you when...
Oh, no, it's not. It's not. Trust me. I said nice try to somebody, and somebody just said shut up, whore. You're like 12, something like that. It's not awesome.
There are people that gonna do that, right?
They are.
You just
There
meet
are.
them. But there's lots of people who don't react like that, and then just like, thank you, and then and it relieves stress,
Nice and
and it promotes a good
peaceful.
environment.
Yeah.
Right?
And everyone loves, it's just a great game overall. And then even if you lose at the game, even if you end up losing the game,
You go again.
yeah.
You go
at least-
again. But the thing is, a lot of the times players do not remember the nice, non-toxic games that they've had. They only remember they only remember the times where someone was really, really toxic to them, or you played bad. But everyone kind of forgets about the good times, or like the times people are nice.
Mm-hmm.
And you just can't forget about that. All right. Well, moving on. If you have any other questions, or if anyone else.
I do not know.
I have like a question. So like I heard a lot that like you shouldn't like focus on your aim too much, and then like your aim gets like better over time just from playing the game.
Yeah.
But like I find myself like game times wise, like I feel like I'm pretty decent. Like I like sometimes just like know where they are. Like I know their habits and everything. But like my aim isn't like too good. So like I try to do like deathmatch and like aim labs every so often.
Uh-huh.
But like I feel like I'm not really getting too good. So my question is like what should I be doing? Like how can I get my like aim to be better and whatnot? And then also like what do I do if like I feel like I hit a roadblock? Like what should I be focusing on, and like what should I do?
So the thing is, people try to measure their success, and it's not a healthy habit. And like you'll never be able to measure your game sense, your aim, or any of that. You'll never be able to measure it in a way that you're like, okay, today I leveled up my game sense, right? There's no way you'll be able to find you in that moment, or like you're like, I finally broke the barrier. Now my aim is good, right? There's never ever gonna be that barrier. You're always gonna think your aim is not good enough, or your game sense not good enough, or there's always gonna be that feeling. And you just have to, honestly, don't think about it. Keep doing what you're doing. Deathmatch, playing a lot, aim labs, you're doing what needs to be done to improve your aim. But you're asking too much of yourself, where you'll deathmatch for like an hour, but you won't one-tap everyone on the enemy team, and you're like, man, I suck, right? But it'll get better over time. Like you said, you just keep playing the game. And when you hit roadblocks, it's a mental roadblock, not an actual gameplay roadblock. It's just mental. Tilt is mental. Playing, hitting walls is mental. All of it is mental. Inconsistency is mental, right? You just have to be on your own side when it comes to playing the game and getting better as a person. And to help you get better at the game, you focus on little things. For example, like how I was just talking about how she should focus on all of the possibility of what's dangerous and what's not, right? So for the next couple of games, or next days when you play games, set yourself a goal. Okay, I'm only gonna focus on trying to not be surprised by any of the enemies, and make sure I'm not dying to something I didn't think was real, right? Because I'm only going to focus on drawing out where the enemy can be and what is the danger spots, and then slowly, clearing the map and playing smart about it. You just set yourself tiny goals. Like, let's say, for another example that might be relevant to you, let's say you don't trade enough, or people are calling you baiters, or you guys aren't trading frags where they kill one of your teammates and you don't instantly kill them back. Okay, I want to fix that. Let me work on it. So for the next few ranked games, I'm going to put all of my energy into trying as hard as I can to trade. I am going to do everything I can to try and trade every frag, every player that dies. And then you slowly, like, oh my god, okay, boom, I just successfully traded. Let's go, right? Or like, oh, I didn't trade that frag. Why didn't I trade it? You're asking yourself questions. You're trying to figure out what went wrong, what went good, praising yourself for the good, and learning from the bad. You don't get yourself down on the bad, right? If you miss a shot, or if you do something stupid, you don't say, that was stupid, or I'm so bad, why did I do that? You just try to make it a learning experience somehow. Give yourself short tasks. Right? That's how you work through these mental roadblocks, is because you're like, oh, okay, I'm just stuck in gold. I'm a gold player. But just take out the ranks, take out your aim, and focus on one step at a time, and implement it into your gameplay one step at a time.
All right, thank you so much about that.
No problem.
And then my other question is like, by any chance, do you do like any like for coaching, like any trial thing, like any trial sessions by any chance, or?
Like free trial sessions? No, it's kind of like what my YouTube videos are for, you know.
Okay.
Because like I upload. I mean, I've been pretty bad about it lately. I have lots of things I need to upload, but people watch the YouTube videos and that's kind of like the trial session, right? And then they're like, okay, this is what I can expect from a coaching session. And if you want a more personalized session, then you just have to get one yourself, you know.
All right. Well, thanks for helping me. Yeah.
No problem.
Somebody read the questions channel.
Oh, my
somebody.
bad.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. I just happened to switch back to the tab as soon as you wrote the message.
What was the question? What am I reading?
Okay, I'll just read it out for you. Drift, could you maybe do giveaways for like 30-minute sessions for poor people like me?
Giveaways for 30-minute sessions. That's not a bad idea, honestly, but I mean, maybe. The thing is, there's so much to talk about, and I feel bad. But I guess if it's for free, then I just shouldn't feel bad at all. I don't know. Maybe we could do a giveaway in the future. We have like the giveaway stuff all set up already.
I mean, I don't mind doing some. I've got so money to spare. I don't care. That's why I'm doing them publicly as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of smart people here.
Low damage. Huh? I don't let you sit here anymore.
I think you just...
There's lots of people here that will help you out, like Shaq, Rafe, even Cake here is pretty active.
Yeah, really. People have asked me for coaching sessions, and I wouldn't say if you're like, I don't know, a gold or something like that, I'm not the right person, but if you're somewhere in like silver, sure, I'm down to help, like the basics, stuff like that. I can definitely tell, especially because when I look back at my own games,
you can coach yourself. Everyone can coach themselves, right?
It's just so much easier, even if it's like me, like that game was like.
Brand, your mic. I'm gonna server mute you.
Technically speaking, that game that I just played right there was a low diamond, high plat lobby. Now, if I go back to the scoreboard, everyone was either plat or like diamond.